This video was sponsored by EA. Welcome back to another episode of Command & Conquer Rivals. As always, it's me, the Smithie D. Command & Conquer Rivals is a real-time strategy mobile game made by EA's Redwood Studios. This game is now globally live. Click the link in the description to download the game today and get a special early bird bundle now throughout to December the 10th. Have you been on the fence about this game? Was it not really your cup of cha? Well, look no further, because today in this video I'm going to give you a detailed overview of what to expect and why this game is the best mobile RTS game around. Rivals delivers a RTS experience focused on competition, skill and strategy. That means you're going to be testing your commander skills against opponents in heated live 1v1 matches that unfold in minutes. You're the decider on how much you play. The more you put into it, the more Rivals is going to give you back. I can play for 5 minutes of my day or spend hours battling it out with players across the world. The thing that I love about this game is there is no maintenance to the upkeep of my account. I don't have to log in at certain times. I can play when I want, where I want. I am a big gamer. I like to play lots of different games, and this game does not interfere with any of that. I found myself late last night lying in bed battling out on a 12 win streak. I didn't want to put the game down. I just wanted to get to the next tier. Rivals has a fair play system which ensures that you are matched based upon your skills within the game. As you progress through Rivals, matches will be placed in different ranks: bronze, silver, gold and so on. Within each of these ranks there will be a unit level cap. While you can have units above the cap, when you play a match, these units will be temporarily down leveled to the cap. As you climb through the ranks, the level cap will slowly increase, allowing for healthy unit progression, but always preventing that runaway power. This, more than anything else, ensures that superior skill and tactics are the ways to win matches. Once you reach a new rank, you cannot lose your way back to the prior rank. And I know in some games it does punish you for this, where you could then have somebody that was X amount of rank has just dropped to your rank and you're playing against someone that has a full arsenal and experience of the game. Well, whatever happens, whatever loses you have, you cannot be demoted. You cannot lose the current rank that you've got. I think this is a really great approach to this game to keep it fair, competitive, and all else, it is all evolved on your strategy and skill as a player. For those deep collectors out there, Rivals gives you 2 factions, GDI and Nod, as well as a 40+ variety of units to unlock. All units within this game can be leveled up to higher levels. Before entering each PvP matchup, you will be able to edit your army with your acquired units. This includes a commander, your barracks, war factory, helipad, and a tech lab. Each unit is strong versus certain enemy unit types. For an example, riflemen are strong versus enemy infantry units. Missile squad is strong versus enemy ground and air vehicles. The Predator tanks are strong versus ground vehicles, while the Wolverine is strong versus enemy infantry and air units. Bringing in the right balance of units and using them effectively versus the enemy all plays into your strategy of winning a match. The matches are quick, real-time strategy where you have a complete control of your units throughout the match, which is necessary to win. The touch controls are intuitive and responsive. Upon entering the battle, your commander base and units are blue, the enemy base and units are red. The first thing you need to do is build a harvester. Your harvester will collect the Tiberium, which is an essential resource to deploy in buildings and units. Each structure and unit has a Tiberium cost. To deploy an infantry unit, you will need to build some barracks. There are many different styles of play to defeat your opponent, which I will discuss my method in a short moment. One of the main strategies of winning is to fight for control of the missile in the center of the screen. The missile has a progress bar which you will need to capture the grey areas to progress this further. You will need to select your units, then tap onto the grey area to move your units in this location. The more the grey area you hold, the quicker the missile will launch towards your enemy command base. Be warned though, the enemy will fight you for control of these areas. It is essential that you're using counters to certain enemy types. If an enemy decides to roll up in a tank, deploy some anti-vehicle units like the rocket troopers to remove that tank from the battlefield. For me personally, I like to use some low to mid levels of control going after the areas to keep my enemy occupied. This allows me to start saving large amounts of Tiberium to build my bigger units to make a late game push. This includes going after the enemy's harvester to shut off the Tiberium that they are requiring to deploy their units. With no Tiberium, no units can be deployed. Once I am able to slow down their deployment, I can start moving all my units to attack their base. Then finally, I can use my units to destroy the enemy base. This is a risky tactic for sure, but it's fun when it all comes together. After each battle, you are given the option to view or share your gameplay. The share feature will allow your gameplay to be posted within your guild chat to brag about your most recent dominance. The view feature can also be accessed within your game profile. You can also look at the Command & Conquer network to watch match replays in various languages and to learn about new strategies to improve your own. To learn more about competitive gameplay, check out the links in the description. I am really loving this game, and like I mentioned before, it does not interfere with other games I am currently playing. What I ask is that you give it a try and let me know in the comments below to what you think of this game. There is definitely more than meets the eye with Rivals. So what are you waiting for? Come and join me on the battlefield today. I want to say a big thank you to my viewers for supporting me with making different types of content. I really hoped you enjoyed this detailed overview of Command & Conquer Rivals. I'm the Smithie D, may the Rivals be with you always.